It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cards and the Bears. And it's all up next.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Chicago Bears. With my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, these Chicago Bears, they come off a tough year at 3-14. The most losses in franchise history. What can they look to build around here in 2023?
Well, it starts with their quarterback, and you know that he is a heck of a player for them, but they've got to get better on the defensive side of the ball. Head coach, defensive background, he's trying to amass that kind of talent and become the monsters of the Midway once again.
And for the visiting Cardinals, this is a team in flux a little bit. J.J. Watt retired. There's a new coaching staff in place. They've got some work to do to turn around what was a 4-13 campaign in 2022.
I remember this franchise won 11 games in 2021, but everything's new now. Head coach, the way they're going to run things on offense, style of play on defense, but sometimes that change can be really good.
The big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And his first pass is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Fields. And that'll be incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Fields. Pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes Dortch on the return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, 2-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
He and Arizona came together on a hefty contract extension before last season, but injuries, well, they caused everyone to take a step backwards last year. But when healthy, Kyler Murray, still a big play waiting to happen on every snap.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now the veteran workhorse, here's James Conner. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Murray. Incomplete. Trey McBride, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Murray now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Fighting Marquise Brown, and the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw? Extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Murray going to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs. The way the game's played now, you almost can take position affiliations off of guys. He may have been a running back, but they count on him to be a receiver and catch that football.
But he could not catch it. A big drop on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And it's 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Fields.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Montez Sweat with a tackle. Second and 5. Murray now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
First down, Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for him with Connor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
A 33-yarder from the left hash.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Fields.
He's got a man, complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 76 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Greg Dortch returning, taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Connor up the middle. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that would be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Now it's Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
He'll start the drive with a give to Connor.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Carter on the toss right.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Fields. And again back to Kmet. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Fields now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start this drive with a handoff to Carter. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Murray now. That is caught. And now off to the races down the right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
They'll run with Carter.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Carter again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
Prater's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
A give left side here for Herbert, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. The offense on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Fields. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Now here's Trenton Gill now. On the return, Dortch. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll run the toss to Carter.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Now Murray off play action.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
To throw, it's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Now Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Murray, he bootlegs it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Trey McBride, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 4.
Draw play, Carter.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And here's Taylor on the return.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
On 1st down, Fields.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10, Fields again. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
Focus. All right, fellas. One more time.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. To the sideline and incomplete.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13 to 10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports halftime report. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous, and if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And his throw here is incomplete. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Murray with a nice move, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. Another tote for Carter. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 2. Here's Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown! Rondale Moore. 30 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now it's Fields.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Herbert powering up the middle.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Foreman will try to pick it up.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Fields on first down. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A handoff for Herbert. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's go, man. Do your thing. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. They got up.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Zaven Collins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Fields. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Well, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that lead is back down to 9 now. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it a little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinal offense takes back over.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Murray now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll toss it out right to Herbert. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Fields. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields. That is caught by Herbert. Touchdown, Chicago! Khalil Herbert, 32 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Rondale Moore, the intended target.
And now it's 2nd down.
To throw is Murray.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
The CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
And it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Fields. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's a give to Herbert.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
And they'll accept that penalty.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes. Almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Starting on the ground with Herbert.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw, Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. The drive will start with an option going left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Murray now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw, it's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Herbert once more.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
And Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Now 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Fields.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fights off the tackle at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Read option. Here's Herbert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Looking to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
They talk about built to run the football. Whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football, Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. Only Jalen Hurts had more.
Santos with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now Murray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
1st down, Murray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Murray going to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Murray now to throw. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
On fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Fourth down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. On the option right is Fields. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Foreman powering ahead. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Second and a couple. A give left side here for Herbert. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.